Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Limited to only app module.
And there should not be a
Limited to
duplicate.
the application. That is global one.
There should not be a duplicate also. Like in global CSS, if I have the same name, and if I in the component level also,
It's going to follow the overriding principle. You know, for example, let's say you have an external CSS, intra CSS, and internal CSS and inline CSS. The priority goes to who? Inline CSS, correct?
Inline CSS, correct.
Highest one. So in this case, right, the component CSS will have your highest priority. And along with this, right, component, this one, if you're using style attribute also, right, that is nothing but, I would say that inline CSS, then it has the, as usual, the things are not changing. It has the highest priority. Clear or not?
Just clear everything.
Okay, so now people, we are ready with our home page, correct? Now, people, can we have 5 minutes break and then can we start with the next part?
Sure, Abhinandan.
I'll take 5 minutes break and then we'll continue for the next part.
For 10 we can.
Sure. Abhi, just a request. I missed a few, missed a half an hour of classes. Like, possible for you to share the changes which you have done through the
Yes,
GitHub
Purnima,
or
I'll share
something?
it. Purnima, I'll share it. Purnima, I have to just cover 2 points, okay? So what I'll do, once I'll complete this part, right, at the end, I'll share all the things with you. Is it fine?
Sure, sure. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
I'll do that. And the same project, right, I'm going to upload it on a Google Drive, okay? So that drive location, I'm going to share it with everyone so that you'll get the complete copy. So there will be no problem for the tomorrow.
Abhi,
Okay,
one question before we move on.
Yes. Yeah, Vignesh, tell me.
So we have this dot landing all CSS styles in styles.css, right? Global file.
Correct.
So what I did, I tried the same code, paste it in landing component CSS, and commented out only the dark part out of it. Okay. Dark overlay part. So per the priority, it should take out that landing component CSS styles, right? Not the global one. But it's still showing the dark overlay after the refresh.
Okay, you removed, right? But it is available in the global CSS?
Yeah.
Then, Vignesh, if you're removing a specific formatting from your landing component CSS, okay. Now, so how many declarations are there? Only one, which is available in the global, right? So that one will be applied or not?
Then what was that priority we were discussing?
That priority in the sense, for example, let's say in that, okay, let's take an example of dark overlay only. Dark hyphen overlay is available in my global and it is available in my component also. Okay, now for example, let's say here you're applying green color and here you applied red color. So in this case, right, the class name is same, agree?
Yeah.
So what it will do, it will give the priority to whom? To the component level only. So initially it will come with the red only content, okay, but internally what it will do, internally when it is going to render, right, it's going to override this red color outcome with the green color. Now you got the point.
Yeah. So now I'll be displayed with the green color overlay, right?
Correct. For example,
Okay.
you can see now in your case, right, what you did, this one you removed, correct? Agree?
Correct. Yeah.
Commented, that means you removed it, right? So now this dark overlay, from where it will come? Will it come from the global CS or not?
Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever is there in global will be applicable.
Available, it will take it. If
Okay.
nothing, it will look into the global. If it is not in the
Okay.
global, it will throw the error.
Got it, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Now you understood the priority. Priority in the sense, if repeated is there, right, then it will follow this priorities. Clear?
Got it. Yeah.
Sure. Now, people, the next important thing. Now, how many? Again, I'll come for my favorite part again. People, how many modules are available? 2, app module and core module. Agree?
Core.
Now,
Yeah.
sign up. When I'm going to click to sign up, right? What is our expectation, people? It should render. It should render the
Auth module.
register component or not. And this register component should be a part of the auth module, right? Now people tell me here, do we need to create a register component or not?
Yes.
Now people, you have to tell me the command. I forgot the command. Okay, how to generate a component inside the auth now. So for that purpose, can I just remember this thing, ng generate c followed by
Component
Auth
name. Auth bar
auth
component name.
slash components.
Register.
People, all the components, we should keep it under the components, agree?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Followed by slash
Register.
register, right? So will it generate a register component inside the auth, right? Just a second, it will take a minute. Yes, that is true. Now, update in the auth module.ts. People, which part it's going to update? Could you please tell me?
Import.
Import. People, will it update the import part or will it update the declaration?
Upload the auth module.
In auth module, it will update it, right? But I was talking about exactly which part. In a declaration, right? Will it add this component name or not?
It will add additional
Yeah.
component to the declaration.
I was talking about the same. Okay. Now, the next important requirement with respect to your project. Now, when you click on this sign up, right, people, do you want to load this component, register component, statically or dynamically?
Dynamically.
Dynamically, right? Why? Because core was holding the common requirements. That's the reason, with the help of imports, right, we handled it. But we want to load this register component dynamically. This is what we are expecting. Now, with respect to the same expectation, I need to take you to this second diagram now to create components. Just a second. Let me. Sorry. Now, people tell me, what would be the path to reach to this register component? First of all, do we need to reach to this app module or not? And from the app module, I need to reach to the auth module. And once I'll enter into this auth module, then I'm able to reach to register module. This would be the accessing flow. Correct, everyone?
Yes, correct.
First of all, I need to connect to the app module. From app module, I'll connect to the auth module, runtime, dynamically. And from this auth, I need to connect to the register. This is what we are expecting logically, right? So first of all, this is your module level communication, right, everyone? How one module can talk to, how app module will talk to auth module dynamically. First point. Second point, how it will load this auth module dynamically. Third point, how auth module will help us to load the register component at the runtime. We need to find out the answer for these three questions. People, do you need to find out the answer for these 3 points or not? If you're able to find out the answer for these 3 points, right, then will it solve our problem, correct? Okay, now have a look over here. Auth module, sorry, my mistake. App module will be connected with all modules. Connected with all modules. Will be connected with the all modules using routing module dot ts. All of you clear with this or not? I was talking
Then
about
don't waste water.
routing module is used for what purpose? I was talking about this routing module is used for dynamic loading, correct or not? Correct.
Then don't
Now
waste
people,
water.
yes, Deepak.
Sorry, I was talking here.
Oh, it's okay, no problem. So now we will have a look over here. How the modules will be connected, right? So for that purpose, app module can connect with all the modules, okay? Using which file? Using app routing dot module dot ts. This is the thing. Now how it is connected, right? So for that purpose, have a look over here. Now people, here I'm going to specify the routing path. For example, let's say path colon slash auth. If anything which is starting with slash auth, right? So it should be redirected to whom? It should be redirected to the auth module. So here I'm going to use load children property. Here I'm going to use syntax, I forgot. So people have a look over here. Just a second. I'll tell you this thing in a bit different way. which will help us to perform routing for well, app routing module.ts will help for what? To perform the module level routings, right? That work we can do it. That work we can do it via. That work we can do it via app.routing.module.ts file. Is it clear, everyone? It is mainly used for that, okay? And every module, people, for whatever the modules that we have created, for every module, have we created routing file or not? How did we create that?
By using the routing, by
Hyphen
creating the module.
routing, correct, everyone? True. People, have you used hyphen routing or not?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
So for everything, right, we use hyphen routing. So this hyphen
Yes.
routing was creating or was responsible for performing the creation of a routing file, correct, everyone? Now in this case, right, what is our expectation? Now in this case, we're expecting that here this register component has to be loaded dynamically, correct? So for that purpose, first, when we'll connect with our application, right, first, whatever the work that we'll do it, right, first it will look into the app module or not, as a being a parent module or not, or as a being a root module, correct or not? Right. Now the next point, as a being a routing module, right, it will come over here. Now in this case, from this app module, right, we have to connect. Now we need to connect to which module? We need to connect to the auth module, correct? How can I take the module level switching? For that purpose, here what we did, here we went to the auth routing module.ts file, and here I'm going to use load children colon. Here I'm going to call import. In this case, right, here I'm going to provide /auth/auth module dot then m dot auth module. Now people have a look over here. This import, what it will do? This import, okay, now to get the understanding for this import, right, I will ask a quick question. People in Java, right, did you come across with the class.forName?
Yes, we do.
While writing the JDBC code?
Correct.
Yes, correct.
Right. So what this class.forName will do? Will it load a specific class at the runtime or not? All of you agree with this? Deepak, in .NET, right, can we load the class dynamically?
Yes, we can.
I don't know that functionality, but is it possible, right?
Yes, it is possible.
Correct. So in the same way, this import, right? What it will do? It will import which module? Auth module. All of you getting my point or not? It will load which module file? Auth module file. People remember this thing. It will import which file? Auth module file. And inside this auth module, do we have a class called auth module or not? In auth.module file, do we have a class called auth module or not?
Yes, we have.
Here, what it will do? It will load which module? It will load the auth module. Now, when it is going to load the auth module, people have a look over here. Are we importing auth routing module over here or not? This auth routing module will take care about internal routings of your auth module. Okay, let's take a pause. Let me take you to this now. Can't find the slash. Compulse. Just a second. Module changes happen at my end. I need to terminate it. We have to wait for a couple of minutes. Huh? What's wrong with this? Started now. Okay, now we will have a look over here. We will now how many modules you are able to see? Got the point. Okay. Webpack dot src app. Now, well, how many modules are able to see now? 2. App by default and core, because we are importing it in app module, right? So that's the reason it is loaded, correct? Now here I'm putting slash auth, right, everyone? Have a look. I provided slash auth true, but people, is it loading the auth module or not? Let's check it. People, is it loading the auth module or not now?
Yes, sir.
When this when this auth module is loaded, people tell me. When I provided /auth in my browser, correct or not? So now people tell me, as I told you, right, this auth will help me to load the auth module at the runtime or not. That is nothing but lazy loading, yes or no? Now have a look over here. People, now is it showing auth module?
No.
It's not showing. Now people tell me, when it is required, it is coming into the picture. When it is not required, it's not. All of you clear with this or not? That is nothing but, is it behaving, its behavior is dynamic behavior or not? So people tell me, based on this, right? Can we, this thing will help us to improve the performance or not?
Yes.
It will. Yeah.
It will definitely, correct? This is the first part that we have to do it. Now, people, where you need to load this content at the runtime, this register specification, where you want to render it at the runtime. In between this header and footer, agree?
Yeah.
Correct. Now, to activate this part, correct, here we'll use an element called router-outlet. We'll use an element called router-outlet. This router outlet will help us to render and to perform the routing throughout the application. Now in this case, right, your header part is fixed, footer part is fixed. Now you will not see the landing content. Have a look over the UI. Well, just a second, I need to terminate the application. I have to start it again.
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
Now we will have a look over here. Now people tell me, what's your observation now? It's showing header and it's showing footer, but it's not showing landing now. Why? Because here we provided the router outlet, correct everyone?
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
now the next point. Now I'll take you to this auth routing module.ts. Inside this routes, right, I'll provide a path called register, comma. Here I'll provide. Now, people, do you want to load over this register path? Do you want to load a component or a module?
Module.
Component.
Yes, people, are you getting my question or not? Over now, register is a component or a module?
Component.
People, try to understand. We'll provide /auth. What is the responsibility of /auth? The responsibility of /auth is to load the which module? To load the auth module, correct? Now, when you reach to this auth module, then it's internally inside this auth module, right? What is your expectation? Do you want to load the register component or not? So for that purpose, who will help? internal routing will help you, correct? So here, what I'll do, instead of now using load children, now what I'll do here, I will use component. Now which component we need to load it? I need to load the register component. I'll just save it. Now people have a look over here. People /auth will help you to reach out auth module, right? And /register. Now here, are you able to this register works message, correct everyone or not? Are you able to this register works message or not? How the things are working over here? See here, already I have shown it to you the module level work, correct? So this /auth was taking you to this, right? Now have a look over here. People, is it rendering app register or not? Have a look. I'll remove this. I'll remove this. Inside this app root now, people, are you able to this router outlet, correct? Now when I'll provide /auth/register, now people tell me inside this, next to this router outlet, right? Is it rendering app register or not? App register. If we'll go and look into your app component.html, are you able to find out app register element over here? We are not able to find out it, correct? We are not able to find out app register over here. Then how it is loaded over here, correct everyone? The reason behind this is this. Have a look over here. I'll tell you all the stuff from the beginning now. Now people, as usual, the flow will start with index.html, correct? Over the browsers, right? When you'll mention /auth/register, right? So what it will do, once it will hit it, right? It will come to your app module. Here it will check the app component path, correct? It will be matched. It will render the app component contents. But for this /auth/register, it will not find out anything, because /auth, that is nothing but your routing point. Then what it will do? Then it will go to your app routing module, right? So here this auth is matched. Once this auth is matched, then what it will do? It will load which module? Auth module. And to get the understanding for here, once it will reach to this auth module, now it is the responsibility of this auth module to provide a solution for /register. So for that purpose, it will refer your which module? Auth routing module. And here inside this auth routing module, have we declared a path called register? And inside this register path, right, over for this path, which component we are supposed to render? We are supposed to render a component called register component or not? Correct. People, did you get the clarity from beginning till this point or not? Please let me know. So tomorrow again, once we'll start with work, right? So tomorrow again, we'll come across with these routings. There we'll perform the routings for the landing and for the login as well. Clear everyone? Again, all this stuff I'm going to repeat it by tomorrow, because this is the last part. That is the reason. This part again will have a discussion for the same part by tomorrow. Now people, tell me in this situation, right? Now tell me what is the responsibility of your auth routing module? This auth routing module will help you to traverse between the modules or not, and individual module routing will help us to traverse into that module or not. Correct, everyone? Okay, now, people, that's it from my side for today. So I will open one by one files. Could you please add the stuff at your end? And
Sure.
along with that, people, now what you need to do, I have shared a link over the chat. I have shared a link over the chat. So what you need to do here, you have to complete the feedback for today's session. Here, you have to complete the feedback for today's session. Sudhindra, I will do that. Sudhindra, again, tomorrow also, right, Sudhindra, we have a discussion for the same part. Right? Okay, now we will have a look over here. The routing part will start with what? App routing.module.ts. What is the main expectation with this app module TS? Sudhindra, did you get the understanding for this or not? First, tell me. Sudhindra, if you want to traverse from app module to auth or app to dashboard, anywhere from the app, right? Who will help you? App routing will help you. Is it clear? So mainly app routing module.ts will use it for to connect the other modules at the runtime. How it will connect them at the runtime? For that purpose, have a look over here. Path is we mentioned as auth, right? Second point. We provided the path as a auth. Now, during the runtime, people, what are we doing over here? During the runtime, right? People, Sudhindra, this import is a function. Agree? Sudhindra, import is a function, right? Then, will it load this auth module? It will load this auth module at the runtime or not? It is equivalent to what? It is equivalent to from the Java context, right? If I want to say it is equivalent to what? It is equivalent to the class.forName, which will help us to load the particular module at the runtime. Then here, right, internally we are going to load, or internally we are going to use which module or which class? Auth module class. Now once you'll reach to this auth module class, right, inside this auth module, have you already imported auth routing module TS or not? So it will go to this auth routing module.ts. Now internally, is it able to find out /auth will take you to the auth module. Inside the auth module, /register will help you to load the register component or not. Clear, everyone? Sundar, I believe now I answered your question, correct? Okay. Another thing is
app routing module.ts is under profile module, right?
app. Which one you are saying? Hey, not. It is not under the this one profile. Have a look.
Okay.
It's under the app,
Is
correct?
under app. Yeah, I got it.
Got it? It is under the
Yeah.
app only. Okay, just a second. Now what I'll do, let me just terminate it.
So will you be sharing the code of these files, the last
Yes,
routing
yes,
module?
yes.
That is
I'm
what
doing that. Hello, I'm doing that. I'm going to upload it everything on a Google Drive. Okay, I'm sharing that location only. Just give me a minute. All of you complete the feedback. That is mandatory. Please complete the feedback. Okay.
Yeah, completed.
Just a second. It is not able to delete it from here. So people, I got a ping from the team. Okay. Only how many? Only 7 people have completed the feedback. Others, could you please complete it? Okay, so we'll now what I'll do quickly, right? I will show you a location, okay, where you'll find out the complete content. Somewhere I have taken inside the fidelity only. Here only I'll provide. Sorry. This one is not copied. People ignore the first one. Now I have shared the people. Now I have shared the drive location. Okay, so over the same location, right? Over the same location, you can find out. Over the same location, right? I'm going to upload all the files. Okay, this Excel file also, right? I'll upload it there only.
Not sure. Others can help me. If Google Drive is accessible through the HVD?
No.
It's not. It's not.
Vignesh, inside the premises or inside the laptop, it is not. Directly you can access it.
Okay.
Directly you can access it. Fine. Node model got this one. People code Excel sheet and the draw location, the flows which I have created now. So all the things I have placed over there.
Second link we need to use, right?
Sorry.
Second link we have just two links.
No, that ignore that one. The drive, Google Drive link is there, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Purnima, you have to access it from outside your location only. Clear? See, why am I sharing the Google Drive location? So that you can utilize it. Okay. Okay. So
you will
fine,
not be
everyone.
able to send it over office mail.
Yes, Harsh.
I was just wondering, will you be not able to send it on office mail, right? I mean, fidelity mail.
No, Harsh. I can't. Only one thing. Okay. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll upload these three things on a GitHub. Is it fine?
Yeah,
Yes, Abhi, that would help.
GitHub be very good.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just a second. I'll do it now only. We will have shared the GitHub location. Now you can access inside the premises, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 3D99 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.